Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweetie's Homeschool YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 13, 9, and 7. We are now in our 8th year of homeschooling, which is hard to believe. But things are different a little bit this year. In videos already, I've already talked about my oldest is in 8th grade and chose to go to public school this year. It's actually working out really well for her, and it has been changing up our schedule a little bit this year, which that is the topic today, is all about scheduling, and so that's what I'm going to dive into. But before I dive into that, I just wanted to share that today is a collaboration. It's hosted by Devine at Calm in the Chaos Homeschool and Shauna at Homegrown Homeschool. And we are sharing, and there will be a playlist that I will link down below. We're sharing all about our schedules and how things are flowing this year. I'll go ahead and get started. I try every year to create some sort of schedule, and I am not good at creating like, we're doing this, and it never fails that things just kind of go off the wall, and we end up like checking a schedule completely, and it drives me nuts because then I just feel like we're not getting all the things done that we should be. But I did end up sitting down again, and this is the first year that I actually feel like pretty confident in our schedule and feel like we can kind of do it. I printed it out and I laminated it, and we've pretty much been doing okay with it. Had to make some adjustments. We've not had great steady days yet, so I know some things still might be adjusted, but we're doing okay with it. So what I'm going to show you are 3 different pages worth of scheduling, and I kind of color coded it and stuff, so it's a little confusing at first when I look at it. I'm like, oh, which one is this one? But I have a system. So this is first of all our schedule for the day, and I broke it up into different block times. For the most part, it's okay. So I have to take my oldest daughter, to her school every day, and I get home by about 8 o'clock. My younger 2 are kind of waking up around then, eating breakfast. Sometimes I have to get them breakfast when I get back, not a big deal. So then I have the days of the week written across here, and this is the first block is like our morning time. So I also I don't know why I have to do this too, but there are a few things that I wanted to add in here and there, but I felt like I didn't want to like rotate it through. I wanted it to just be on a certain day, and for some reason in my mind I needed it to have like a reason why we were doing it on that day. So Monday I put in Apple's like The Life of Fred. We've never actually read those, and I have them and I wanted to get to them this year. So I put it in on Monday because Math Monday. I don't know why I do these things. It's just silly. So Tuesday for our morning block, we actually have piano lessons, although our piano teacher is getting ready to have a baby, so we're going to have a little bit of a break. So that day I'm actually going to just do like our just do some like history and things in the morning and try to do a normal day of schedule, because sometimes we miss a whole Tuesday with like just piano lessons, and leaving during the day kind of throws off our whole schedule, even though it's like an hour or 2. I don't know, it's just weird. Then on Wednesday, so one of the things I wanted to do was writer's workshop, or just like journaling, but it's writer's workshop from Layers of Learning. So I chose Wednesday to do Wednesday writer's workshop, Wednesday writing. Like I said, kind of cheesy. And then Thursday, the thing I wanted to add in was that training aliens, which I will link up above. I've done a video on that. That is from Fun to Learn. She's the author of like Grammar Galaxy and things. So I added that to Thursday for training aliens. And then Friday, the things that I added in there are like art, and then woven melodies, and then me on the map, which we've only done like 1 week of. I don't know. We will be doing that on Fun Fridays, like just do something different than our other days, because we in the morning time mainly do like we read Indescribable. That's kind of just kind of our Bible time this year. We switched back because we had been doing grapevine studies, and we switched to Indescribable just to, I don't know, sometimes we like to switch it up. We're going to go back to grapevine studies too. But we do Indescribable, Hideaways and Histories or history, and then Spanish. So that's kind of what I try to get done in the morning time, and that's about all that they can handle for about an hour, and they have been doing really well. I moved like drawing books. I'm going to do a whole video on my morning time stuff, but I moved like drawing books and coloring books up there, and that has helped so much. So, because I have to keep the attention of a 7 and a 9-year-old. So then into our next block. So I have roughly 8 to 10 kind of estimate. If I get done earlier than that, that's great, because this next block doesn't work out so well, and sometimes they convince me to go play. They want to go play in that time, and sometimes I want them to play, but then I'm like, I feel more stressed out in the afternoon. So so this is their independent block, which is what these schedules are for. So they have their own schedule, and then at lunch, 11:30ish, they are eating lunch, and then right after lunch they should be reading for 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes on Fridays, like, we have a co-op, and then also right at 12:30 on Tuesdays, my youngest has speech. So we have a few things kind of that change up in here. And then in the afternoons, as long as we don't have anything else going on, which is a lot of times, I'm trying to get through zoology from Campfire Curriculum. So I have that down here. Soon we will be changing that to the agriculture science that I have gotten from Gentle and Classical Press, but I wanted to wait till a little more fall time to work on that. And so that is what we are doing in the afternoons. We are also going to be doing like election stuff. So we have different options for the afternoons, like mainly our unit study type things. So then I created different things for my other two. So this one here is for my youngest daughter. So this is during her independent time. So I only have it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because Tuesday is so weird that we don't usually get to this stuff. But I have like Apologia math, logic of English. I'm actually going to add in, I haven't started this yet, but we're going to add in this Treasure Phonics. It's a free program. I will do a whole video on that sometime once we get started on it. Then we have, I do science, and I'm switching her off to, I also have an emotions book by Evan Moore emotions book. So she is doing that every other day. I have mathematical reasoning, language smarts, and handwriting down here. So these are things that I kind of feel like she could do on her own. Oh, and I also alternate this with Explode the Code. So sometimes it just kind of depends, but she is able to do these yellow things on her own independently. So I don't have to sit there and watch over her doing those things. These are the things that I need to help her with and teach her. So that kind of helps me break up, like, okay, what do we need to do when we check these off once they're laminated, because I don't want to print these off every day. But this is her schedule, and it's gone pretty well. It helps me keep on track that, okay, we need to do this, we need to do this, and that type of thing. All right, so then my 4th grader is a little bit busier here. We have Apologia math, we have spelling, Beowulf or Right Shop. I alternate between Beowulf or Right Shop because I don't want her to do both, because I don't feel like you need to every day. We have reading. I put that in there every day. I don't know if we'll be doing that every day. Her earth science is Science Mom Earth Science, and usually we need to like stop a video because it's getting too long and she's losing attention with it. So that is why I have 2 days a week. If I feel we might need to add in, we can do that. Then I have mathematical reasoning. We have editor-in-chief, handwriting, and typing. I have editor-in-chief on the opposite days that she's doing Beowulf, just to give her a little more grammar on those days. So she's really liking editor-in-chief, by the way, so I'm excited about that. We've had to make some adjustments already on her curriculum, which I will give in a future update on what we've switched. I don't feel like we're like just getting rid of things completely, but maybe putting them on pause for a while to get kind of adjusted to the year and like I want her to get adjusted to doing some more things independently, so I think that will help. But I'll get into that a little bit more, but that's pretty much their independent work, and this is how I've actually kind of been organized. And I will say, like, getting my daughter to school, public school, at 8 o'clock, and then also picking her up, I have to leave my house about 2:30, 2:40 or so, and so that gives me a window, and I'm like, we're done with school. Unless my mom picks my daughter up, then I'm like, okay, we can do a little bit more on this side and make it last a little longer in the afternoon. But for the most part, I have a very clear-cut window, and it has to be done. So it's been quite the motivation this year. So I would love to hear what's working and not working for your schedule. Have you been making some tweaks and changing things up? Let me know how things are going this school year. Don't forget to check out the playlist down below, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day.